Well, hello and welcome back. And thank you for coming back. Today we are in downtown Paphos. We're on the end of the Paphos Promenade and we're going to enter and take you with us into the Paphos Harbour. Hopefully we're going to meet some old friends and hopefully we're going to meet some new friends. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world, and her name is Miss Ochin Gracivia Labouf.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
And again. So stick with us. Let's have a little chat with Mr. Chris, otherwise known as the Sponge Man, and see what he's got to say on this rather
Hello,
nice day.
Mr.
The storm has gone.
Hello, welcome.
How you doing, Mr. Chris?
Fine.
You're looking very blue.
Yeah.
Nice blue hat, blue t-shirt. Everything is blue. A man after my own heart. In fact, we might give him the camera and let him film us for a change. He's far, far more cleverer than I am, that's for sure. What does he do? Well, some nice little facial, is the word, sponges, and they're very, very good for removing imperfections in the skin, very, very good at removing makeup and that kind of thing. And then as you move along, you've got the bigger ones, you've got some rougher ones, you've got some softer ones, and then you've got these medium-sized ones, and there's all sorts of colours. And there's a sponge here for absolutely everybody. Now in the future, we're going to make a special video, and Mr. Chris is going to explain to you every single sponge he's got and all the little items. So don't forget to come back for that video. So he is the superstar, the one and only man in the whole of Paphos that is allowed to retail the Mediterranean sea sponges, natural sponges that grow on the seabeds off the islands of Greece. They are collected, brought to shore, and then obviously sold around the world. And Chris is one of the gentlemen that actually retails them in downtown Paphos, and there's a gentleman getting them prepared, if you understand. So they arrive as a big stock, and then Mr. Chris and some gumbarus cut them to size and prepare them, and then they sell them to you. Thanks, Mr. Chris. Absolute superstar amongst superstars. So if you want some of these sponges and you're in the Paphos Harbour area, that's the man to go and see. And you get some special sponges. If you have a chat with him, we'll give you a discount. He groups them together and gives you a special price indeed. Receiving?
You know what I've done yesterday with that little sponge that I had at home, presented by Mr. Chris, by the way. I took that little sponge, put a little bit of soda on it, you know, dry powder soda, and then put my face wash liquid, and I just trimmed a little bit of face around, and that's why on my 85 I look 50.
Yes, exactly. Gracivia Labouf, believe it or not, is 85 years of age, and she doesn't look one single day over the age of 84. That's for sure. I'm actually 112.
Oh.
And, you know, for a man of 112, I am able to transverse those rocks quite well. Anyway, we digest. Off we go now into the Paphos Harbour area, and we'd like you to come with us. Just over yonder there on the right, well, that is the main car park. As we currently speak, that car park is completely free of charge. So if you park your car, your hire car, your moped, the car you've borrowed, the car you've stolen, whoever's car it is, you haven't got to worry about getting a parking ticket. Free of charge, and you can park there all day and all night long. That is for sure. Now, there we are. We're into the Paphos Harbour, and over there to the left you can see some big boats and some small boats. The big boat you see, well, that's the Ocean Vision boat, and that's the boat that is run by the Paphos Sea Cruises. Major Tom, as we call him, and the sexiest woman in downtown Paphos Harbour. Her name is Sweet Roxanne. We've got a man with a great smile over here. What's his name? Well, that's Mr. Rikos.
Hello.
One of the greatest smiles on the Paphos Harbour. How are you doing? You all right?
Okay.
Getting a bit cooler now,
Yeah,
which is nice.
I know.
It is nice.
Yeah.
What does Mr. Rikos do? Well, he owns a very big boat indeed, and it's that one. Parked in the harbour. It's called a super jumbo glass bottom boat, and well, you get to go and explore a reef, you get to go and explore a shipwreck, then you get to do some swimming, and that man there will entertain you.
Yeah.
When he's not smoking, that is.
That's right. Yes, true.
And
But the most popular one, guys, now is the 2.5-hour cruise, which is we're going every day at 3 o'clock. What we do in this trip, we first go and visit the shipwreck there, sign and 53. Then natural sponges. We go over the reefs, whatever Marlai pass by, and then we carry on and we go down to Ricas Bay. Then we stop there, guys. We put the slide down. We have a slide there for everybody. We have a ramp for jumping off the boats. We feed the fishes there for you. People that can swim, they can snorkel. On the back of the boat, there is a big platform, showers. The only one on the glassman boat with toilets and everything. You know, and then we provide you also with light lunch. The atmosphere, it's so beautiful, guys. Try that.
So that's Mr. Rikos himself, and that is the boss. That's the man who owns the boat. Let me get the mic back on. That professional, as you can see. Now, you've got two different trips. You've got an hour and a half trip. You've got a 2.5 hour trip. That's the one they are promoting this week. And to give you an idea, you can freeze frame it. So 2.5 hours, 25 euros for an adult, or if you're a littly, 10 euros. And if you're less than 2, obviously you don't know that, but it was of course free of charge. So there's a close-up of the glass bottom. There's a lady having a shower. And there's all the Gumbaros on board. And there's Hassan and his Gumbaro Hassan. There's turtle watching. There's shipwrecking. And there's the slide that Mr. Rikos was telling you about. And as you can see, if you look carefully, there's some of the people having a dip. And there's all the contact details. Mr. Rikos is here every single day. And if you go into the harbour yourself, you'll find the boat. And on top of that, you can book yourself onto one of their Jeep safaris, because a lot of people don't understand that he owns that as well. So there you go. Your Camas, Blue Lagoon, Trudos. And you go all over the place. There's various different Jeep safaris that they go on. So get onto their website or Facebook or contact details, or just come down to Paphos Harbour and have a chat with him. Superstar, speaks perfect English. Thanks, Mr. Rikos, and we'll see you a bit later. He really is a nice guy, by the way, and he goes on the ship with you. It is his ship, and they are his Jeep, so he is the boss. And the prices they charge, to be honest, are very reasonable. The service that they give you and the tours that they give you are very nice indeed. So pop down to the Paphos Harbour and, well, have a word with them, that's for sure. Chrissy?
I would like to say that I would go there, but 2.5 hours, it's not for me and you.
Not for us, no.
What do you think?
But we're not tourists, are we? Tourists have got lots of time on their hands and, well, they like to go on a little venture. Now, look where we are. Another Jeep Safari, and guess what? Well, it's the same guy. Except this time it's been promoted by that guy.
Mama.
The hairiest, sexiest man in the whole of downtown Paphos. He says he's not perfect, but he is a very limited edition. And he's a really nice guy. He'll always offer you ice cream, coffee, hard drinks, soft drinks. And he is a nice guy, but please, take this warning very carefully. Do not get on a boat with that man. It's his fantasy. Sit with him and chat with him. Sit with him and negotiate on the cruises, but do not get on a boat with him. Otherwise, well, you'll be very sorry indeed. So, the Evis Jeep Safari, he's in cahoots with them. There's all their advertising board and contact details. He's also in cahoots with Discovery CY Dive, and they operate off the Paphos Promenade area. You've got the Venus Sea Cruises and various other cruises about. He's off to have a little chat with the Gumbaro over there. And then this is their new baby on the block. And this is called the Zorki. There it is. Again, a super glass, semi-submersible boat, which goes out for about an hour and a half. And you get a great view and a great trip. Receiving?
I would like to say that the Zorki can be standable also. Standable when I say, I mean that it's not very long time, actually 40 minutes, 45, what they say.
About 45 minutes or
yeah,
so.
I wouldn't mind that.
Right.
But I would like to see the turtles one day.
So, one of these days, we're going to take Mr. Yanis up on his offer, and we're going to go off on the Zorki. But as I've said, we're going to check he's not on with the boat with us. Otherwise, well, we'll be in trouble. Paphos Harbour, there it is. So that is the big boy in the Paphos Sea Cruises arsenal. It's called the Ocean Vision. There's my boat. There's CY Dye's boat. And there's Theo's bigger boat and Theo's smaller boat. Stick with us. We're going to get into the Paphos Harbour area, that's for sure. Mr. The Same is there. Yes, you're right. There he is. He's promoting the Super Jumbo boat as well. If you understand, wherever you pick up your tickets from, whether you go direct to the boat or to Mr. Rokas, who owns the boat, or Mr. the same, or to Mr. Yanis, the price you pay is exactly the same. Now, these are the big boys in the Paphos Harbour. That's the sexiest woman in the harbour, and that's sexy Roxanne. How you doing, Roxanne? Good? Yeah? Not too bad at all. But having McDonald's, that obviously must be Major Tom's. And that must be sexy Roxanne's. And that's Gracevia LaBouffe.
Good, thank you. It's me.
It's
Hello.
What do they do? Well, as I said,
Yes.
they've got the big boat,
You've seen it.
and they've got some slightly smaller boats to go on VIP or adult-only cruises. You've got firework nights. You've got the fun boat called the Jolly Roger, which is a family entertainment boat.
We have mics now.
You've got the Ocean Flyer. You've got the Ocean Star. You've got the Ocean Blue. And there is the big boy in town, the Ocean Vision. And there are the two most beautiful women in the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour. They look so much nicer when Major Tom is not with them. There we are. And you are looking beautiful and colourful.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Roxanne. Thank you. And it is nice weather. Very, very calm indeed. Now, we're going to enter the restaurant area. That's the man himself, the man in charge of Kings. He hasn't spotted us yet, but we've got Gumbaru number 1. We've got Gumbaru number 1. And we've got the Gumbaru number 1. How are you doing? You right?
Yes,
There we are. The restaurant, one of the busiest restaurants in downtown Cato Paphos.
Bravo. He's saying they're very, very busy.
Well, we went to Ayanapa for a week. But now we're back for a week.
Very nice also, Ayanapa. Very nice. Oh my God. Different. Very nice. Yeah.
I need holidays.
Go.
I need holidays with my wife and my
With your wife, yes.
For a man.
He's an absolute star amongst stars. Mr. Harris, who owns the King's Hotel in Tomb of the Kings, and he also owns the Harris King's restaurant here as well. There we are. Theo's restaurant, very, very busy restaurant. And then the next restaurant, which doesn't need much of an introduction, that is the Pelican restaurant. It's owned by a beautiful, beautiful pink bird. And that pink bird is called?
Coco. Miss Coco.
Now, probably she's around somewhere. So let's have a quick look. That's the Pelican. There's Gumbaru number 1 over there. There's Rosebud. There she is.
She's here.
She's in the back.
Oh, let's go.
They've locked her away for a second. So let's go and have a quick chat with her and see how business is doing. There she is, doing a bit of pruning, getting ready for her guests to arrive that little bit later. How you doing, Miss Coco? Truly fascinating to watch. She's pruning away, clipping her feathers. A true superstar amongst superstars. So, right,
wow, how
let's
nice.
get across the road.
How nice today, Coco. It's cleaning her wings, cleaning her lovely fur.
Feathers. Plumage.
Plumage from poo-pooing. But she looks all the time amazing, and she's so extravagant woman. She is.
Yeah, right. Stick with us. We've got Marinos, the number 1 superstar of superstars. How you doing, Marinos? Good? Are you busy tonight?
Very good. Always.
Yeah? Not doing too bad.
Always.
You're looking handsome as usual. He's a star, absolute star. He's in charge of the Pelican restaurant at the moment. Just across the road, well, we've got our favourite one, the Jalalman Bist. There she is, Les Layla in the background waving at us. And then when we come round, there it is, the Jalarmo. So that's the sports bar and the ice cream parlour. And that's the front of house. Stick with us. We're going to keep going because the next one on the block is Sail at the Castle. That's the sports bar. That's their branding. And that, of course, is the front of house. And as you can see, it's pretty busy today, that's for sure. The sun is back with us. The next one is Stevie's. And it doesn't need much of an introduction. There he is. Mr. Ooh.
Welcome back
How
home.
are you?
Welcome back home.
You all right?
Home away from home. Yesterday, someone asked me, I didn't see one of the video. Here I am. We love you. Subscribe now. How's everybody doing?
Not too
Not
bad.
too bad.
We love you always.
So that is.
It's been busy all morning. Of course, it's going to be busy now for the only from, let's say, from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's dead in night time now.
Yeah, it's going
After
quiet.
it's been quiet. Night
But in the daytime, busy, 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 busy,
you
as you can see. Have a look at that.
Your
3/4
restaurant is
full
always
already.
busy.
And lunchtime's not even
Yeah,
arrived.
yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Ulala. You have a good
Thank
day.
you.
So stick with us. We're going to take you out to the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. We're going to give you a view that is quite simply to die for. You see?
I said to Mr. Ulala, but that sometimes you need some rest as well. Yes, to work is good, to be very busy, it's good, but sometimes we have to learn how to get rest, because we are fooling ourselves for the new discoveries, for the new achievements.
Adventures.
Adventures.
Yes.
If you don't have a rest, then nothing new will come. This is my opinion. I don't know what about if people agree with me.
Well, we do, that's for sure. Sometimes if you have a rest, you come back that little bit stronger. Just have a look at this, because it's a beautiful, tranquil today. There's the Zorki we were talking about. There's some big boats and some small boats. There's a bit of a power boat known as the Blade Runner. One of these days we're going to go on that boat, and the captain has told me he's going to scare the living daylights out of us. You've got some fishing boats, and over yonder you've got a couple of big grey boats. They're owned by the Gumbarus in blue. And if you're naughty, they're going to catch you, they may beat you, and quite possibly they may even shoot you. There it is, the beautiful, beautiful, tranquil and very, very calm harbour area of downtown Cape of Paphos today. Over there are the fishing boats. They will go out that little bit later and hunt the fish through the night, and then they'll come back in the morning and they'll sell all of their catch to the restaurants, family and friends, and you never know. They may even pop one down to see Miss Coco the Pelican, because she does like a little bit of fresh fish. Now, that's the Paphos Castle or Fort, some people call it in the distance. And over yonder, that means that we're very, very close to the blue Mediterranean Sea. And as you can see, it is quite busy. So if you're wondering and looking for somewhere to go on your holiday to grab that last bit of winter sun, we are in the middle of October, if you're wondering. And it's around about 24 to 25 degrees. And as you can see, the sun is, well, glistening. It's glistening in the sky, and it's hitting the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. And very, very shortly, we're going to get there, and we're going to give you that view that is quite simply to die for. Receive?
After a few days of rain, people who came here for the holidays, they tried to do whatever they wanted to do, but they couldn't because of the rain. And now they are trying to catch all that they couldn't see. And I believe, yes, that's why it's so busy. There is no any prediction of rain today and tomorrow, Mr. Dave Jono. It's just sunshine, and we're loving it also, not only the rains.
So we'll wait for the queue of people to come down, and then we're going to follow the rear end of Ochin Gracevia booth. We're getting very, very close to the Chuchuchka Rock, which means she's going to be doing a bit of Chuchuchka down, that's for sure. Go on, Gracevia, let's follow that rear end. Here we go. So just wait with us as we get into position. And there's going to be a bit of rocking and a bit of rolling. Here it comes, Jeremy and Simon, as usual, especially for you.
Mr. and Mr. Payne, all these songs, of all the songs, I don't know how you're gonna sing. I'll value it if it's good or not, but this song is for you. The rock has got your name. Jeremy and Simon Payne brothers. We're loving you to bits, and we would like to wish you all the best songs of all the best songs, or any songs that you like. Let this song be always with you, and many thanks for watching.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, please hit that like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. We're going to let you have that beautiful view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea as we look out into the abyss, and slowly but surely come back round to the coastal pathway which links the Lighthouse Beach with the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour area. That walk, if you're wondering, is around about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your fitness. Get an electric scooter, you can do it in about 5 minutes. We'll come back round and get a nice kiss from Gracevia booth.
Don't forget, come and see another of our madnesses. Yes, Mr. Richie, we're loving you all and trying to make your moods up there, and let your mood never come down. You know why? Because we are loving you and always will. Many kisses.
There we go. If you're looking for that rear end view, there it is. Thanks for watching. Oh, Receiver the booth's going to give us one as well.